It seems that all the attention went to the fancy kid in the block and we forgot about the quiet, cool kid. What am I talking about? Yes, guys, we all almost forgot that Mistral released Mistral Large 2 while all the attention was on the Llama 3.1405B model. So, since we have now shifted our attention away from the fancy kid, let us see how the quiet, cool kid from France is doing. Or should I say the cool kid from the City of Love? Well, where the Olympics are currently ongoing. To those of you who are not familiar with Mistral AI, it is a French AI startup that was founded in April of 2023 and quickly became famous after releasing their first model. They took on the open source approach and have since been giving us good models. They are the people who introduced the mixture of experts architecture, which is basically having several small models answer a question rather than one large model. So while we were all facing north and enjoying the wonders of the large Llama 3.1 model with 405 billion parameters, certain winds from the south were blowing so gently that we didn't notice them. That was Mistral Large 2. So how is the model and how does it compare to its fellow soon-to-be human companions? Compared to its predecessor, Mistral Large 2 is significantly more capable in code generation, mathematics, and reasoning. It also provides a much stronger multilingual support and advanced function calling capabilities. Of course, if it is not going to be better than its predecessor, we might as well not have it released, and that is no longer news in the AI community. We expect that newer models must be better than the previous models by default. So in terms of speed, performance, and even cost-effectiveness, we expect it to be better than the previous models. But looking at its features without comparing it to its predecessor, Mistral Large 2 has a 128K context window and supports dozens of languages including French, German, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Arabic, Hindi, Russian, and other languages. It also comes along with 80+ coding languages including Python, Java, C, C++, JavaScript, and Bash. That's a lot of languages. I thought we had 20 or so programming languages. But we learn every day, don't we? Mistral Large 2 is designed for single-node inference with long context applications in mind. Its size of 123 billion parameters allows it to run at large throughput on a single node. They are usually very effective with these models such that their parameter count is fair relative to the performance of the models. They are releasing Mistral Large 2 under the Mistral Research License, which allows usage and modification for research and non-commercial usage. And of course, for commercial usage of Mistral Large 2 that requires self-deployment, a Mistral commercial license must be acquired by contacting the company, which makes sense because you would then tip them a few dollars and you all go home happy. Of course, as we said, the performance of the model is better than its predecessor, and as you can see on the graphs, it shows the improvements that they have made to the model. For example, they claim that the model achieves 84% on the MMLU benchmark, but don't get too excited because this benchmark has been cracked already. I propose that we should have a benchmark that never repeats itself and is always updated frequently, especially when it comes to reasoning. On coding, it is obviously better than their former model, and they claim that it is at par with the likes of GPT-4o and Llama 3.1405B. But we all know that these companies claim their models are among the best all the time. It is not yet tested on the Chatbot Arena, which is a crowdsourced open platform for LLM evals. That is a better source of comparisons between the models rather than trusting what these companies put on their websites as eval results. I am not claiming that they are overfitting their models, but there is always a lack of consistency between private and public benchmarks. They claim that a significant effort was also devoted to enhancing the model's reasoning capabilities. One of the key focus areas during training was to minimize the model's tendency to hallucinate or generate plausible sounding but factually incorrect or irrelevant information. This was achieved by fine-tuning the model to be more cautious and discerning in its responses, ensuring that it provides reliable and accurate outputs. Additionally, the new Mistral Large 2 is trained to acknowledge when it cannot find solutions or does not have sufficient information to provide a confident answer. I don't know if that means that the model will tell you, "Hey, I am currently high and might hallucinate, so don't take me seriously." Anyway, the results of their work are visible on the charts on the screen where we do not see the model leading all the charts. In fact, it does not seem to top any of the charts on the graphs, which seems honest. But its average performance is not that bad. One thing to keep in mind is that the model parameter count is inferior to the competitors and yet performs relatively at par with the rest of the models. But still don't take these results with certainty. The chatbot arena provides a better perspective on the competition between these models. Keep in mind that this is an open source model. Recently, we have had Meta release their latest models also. At the moment, these open source models are getting closer and closer in performance compared to the closed models. This is one positive thing that will cause an eruption of AI products that are either cheap or completely free. Expect to see more AI startups that are not developing base models but are fine-tuning these open source models and adding some creativity to provide great products. Already there are many, but more will be coming. We do not need AGI to see the impact of AI. Even without AGI, we are already seeing a lot of application in the real economy, which goes to show that fears that this AI cycle will burst are misplaced. What do you think? Let me know in the comments and remember to subscribe for more about AI.